Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Surrounded. I have to say Project Zomboid, Surrounded. So, since the last episode, I have been doing a little bit of solo again just to check things. If we go to save, as you can see, I have a solo save. And the loot is fine, really. It is a little bit much still, but not too much, I feel, as it was before. So I think we're good to go. Um, so we got us a military tactical helmet with some night vision. We got the paramedic jacket on right now. Um, got a secure container to hold various things. Um, got a hunting rifle. We do have a military suppressor on it with a ACOG scope. Not the greatest scope, but it's the best we got right now. We got a pistol, 9mm G18 with small tactical light. It also it can go auto if we need it. If we need it, we also have an AR-45 with a vertical foregrip, but there's no silencer on it. So if we fire this thing or our pistol, we need to be really in danger of things. We do have a lunchbox with some food and stuff if we need to eat and drink, some extra batteries. We got a key card. We got some money, um, extra medical supplies up there because they don't fit and stuff like that. Some ammo and stuff to keep our ammo, a duffel bag to throw things in for extra storage, and some alcohol that we're actually going to sell. We also found a vehicle last time as well, but the problem is it was pretty hurt. We didn't have any vehicle repair kits. We also didn't have any gasoline, so we ran out of gasoline on the way up to the base. So in my solo play, I did figure out how we needed to fix that. And also real quick, I did forget. If you've been following my videos, you know I always forget to change my keybinds so I can use my mouse correctly. Okay. So we're going to have to do something else real quick because we have somebody that we don't want to mess with up close. They will explode. So there we go. Got them in the head. If you get them in the head, they don't explode when they die. But it's still good and good to... Oh, okay. Some extra ammo, a 90. That is more. 19 and 10. That's still more as well. So the only thing different is for some reason this one has a lower damage fall off range, which isn't good. So what we can do is we can do this, and we can do this. Right click this, click unload the weapon, and we can just leave this here because we don't really want to take extra with us. We now have us another sniper rifle, which just a little bit extra damage and crit chance as well, which is nice. Let's see, have I spent any skill points? I have, but I'm going to spend points over here. This gives us a doubles our chance of critical hits, melee and ranged. So that's always nice. And then we can spend 3 more points. I think I'm going to take the demolition expert because eventually we are going to start using grenades on packs of enemies. So we're going to want that. It's going to take us a little while to get that set up, but it is something we want to do. We're going to go this way. Looks like bandits have spawned this time in this camp over here. At least it was bandits before. Last time we checked it, there wasn't anybody there, but it looks like we have bandits this time. How are we doing? Okay, we got 50 rounds, 56 rounds, and 6 more in the gun. So we have around 62 or so rounds, which should be good enough to deal with these guys. If we can kill the boss first thing, that would really help. Also, an aside that I've noticed, we don't have the GPS right now, but for some reason, this marker was shared. Oh, do we have the GPS? We might have. Yeah, we do have GPS. Okay. This marker, for some reason, was shared on my other character, but the markers that they made is not shared because that other character had the base like right here in this area. So I'm not totally sure why I can see the markers from this one on the other character, but I can't see them from this character. It could be just a bug, but it is interesting. Oh, okay. We'll take those. Work boots. We have military boots already, and we'll definitely take the gunpowder. The reason why we want to definitely take the gunpowder is one, we can craft bullets with it, but also it's really expensive. If we take a look at it, 30 a piece. So if you get like about 50 of them, you're getting like 500 or so. Also, you can interrupt the line of sight of zombies. They might still come towards you where you last saw you, but they will be a lot slower. But also, you can just mark, you can just, um, they'll sometimes just stop. It's the same thing with, okay. So we got some guys over here shooting. Not close enough to see yet. Is it friendlies or is it bandits? I don't know yet. It could be either. That could be friendlies. Now that I think about it. Nope. Not friendlies. Not friendlies at all. I can't see nothing. Damn it. Didn't count my shots. Somebody over here. That might be all of them. Of course, they're scattered everywhere, so I don't know completely where they are. Five, so that's not going to help us. This is the dude. I want to switch to these? It doesn't matter really. It's just cosmetics. Yeah, this wasn't here when we were last here. Because that's where we left our vehicle right there, and that was not here yesterday. $38 per. This is 38.17.8. This is better. Of course, this uses 5.56, so we probably have a lot more ammo of that, but we'll still take it. And the weapons right now, maybe later on they'll change it. Right now they only have clips in them, if they have anything. The problem is I would have to replace my tactical helmet to use that, and I would have to replace my filter mask to use that. So there ain't no need to take those two. Well, it would be nice. There is not a need to take those. There's usually at least 3 things to loot in these camps. And there's some more batteries for us. Okay. I'm surprised they set up right here. This is the first time I've ever seen a bandit camp spawn in at this area right here. But as I was trying to say before, rudely interrupted by those guys, when I was playing solo, I found a place in town up here. I went ahead and went up here to the town that has at least gas in it. It's going to be a crapshoot if it has repair kits. So we're going to head back to town up here, and at least we'll probably kill the boss, and then the infestation probably respawn, but I'm not going to worry about doing that. Unless we find another silencer for things. And also I found a place to go to, like, fill up our water bottles and canteens and stuff if we need to get water. I don't want a baseball bat. I keep with the axe. The axe, for some reason, right now, I don't know if this is going to change later, has the same knockback, it feels like, as the baseball bat for some reason. I guess they just treat two-handeds as the same, and they just added a little bit extra damage to the axe. But so far, to me, it seems like the knockback is the exact same. So as you can see where the car tire is. Now, there's not going to be any inside, at least there wasn't before, but there is some industrial stuff, so we can take like things to for pieces and stuff. Definitely take the nails. Want those early until we start getting scrap iron to turn into nails. I like having this one more. It's a personal opinion. Read those two. I take those two, but I will drink them to help out there. All right. Review. And we can go right here. This is what we're talking about. You look for stuff like these. Anything that'll have gas also has a chance of having a vehicle repair kit in it as well. This time we got unlucky and just had gas, but I have gotten a vehicle repair kit out of those before. That right there is our well for this town. I'm pretty sure all towns have a well somewhere in them so you can get water when you want. But also eventually you'll be able to, you should be able to, it's pretty cheap. You can make your own for your base. There's some 45 for our rifle. Hate the crawlers the most. It's very easy for them to hit you, and it's hard to judge distances to hit them. Oh, I thought he would have been over at the siren. Take that to sell. Battle ready Glock. Okay, well that's nice. It's not gonna really help us out. We also got a muzzle brake for it. There's some MREs we can use. 38, 38. This one is a 5.56 instead. This is 45. I think 5.56 is more common than the 45 is. Yeah, it looks like it is, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to stick with it. I'll take that and the banana clip in case we find a 7.62. That will definitely be more damage than 45 or 5.56. Um, Usually you can get like in the range of like 50 for 5.56. Not 556, 4762. It's easier to get into a little bit higher damage with 762 than it is. So we're going to go check the high military crate as well up here. We'll probably run through the hospital again so I can check on getting a medical bag. Oh, the crate's gone. Interesting. I didn't know it would just disappear. I didn't know the crate would just disappear like that. That's a master lock. I ain't even going to bother. There might be like 2 credits and like a couple of $100 in there, and that's it. That's not worth a master lock at all. I'm going to go ahead and check the rest of the hotel because it's possible that the crate has just moved. I'm not totally sure on that. It could be that it once you empty it, it doesn't respawn, but that would be interesting to note. I never thought about that. If you've already looted the abandoned crate, it just disappears when you respawn. I noticed when I was playing yesterday that it never like respawned loot in it. It always said it was looted. So yeah, that was interesting to know. 22. Ah, I got a better one already. Doesn't have a clip in it. It's another banana clip. I've never used these things because vertical recoil is always better. So only ever use the one that just does vertical recoil, or it does both. Sell that. I'm just gonna go ahead and consume that to get a can. Alcohol is always good to sell. I think it sells if you have a full stack of 50, it sells for like 50. I mean 500. I don't really need cloth right now, so I'm not going to be ripping clothes or anything. But it's always nice to get extra bandages and stuff. I already have a set of regular binoculars. There's only one tier higher, and that's the military. I think that's the only tier higher there is. Wow, okay. Hi. That's interesting. If he wants to come over, I'll be waiting on him. Machete, but I don't need the machete. This is a small tactical light. We can put that on our AR. It's a hunter vest, but I kind of want this more. These have a lot more slots, and but there's only 2% armor protection. Once you get to these, they have a lot less slots, but they have a lot more armor protection on them. So I don't want to sacrifice armor protection for slots right now. If you notice how much damage I was taking from the bandits, still pretty good amount of damage I was getting hit by. So yeah, the crate just disappears. Interesting. I didn't know that. Well, let's go over here. We're going to check the hospital. And what we're mainly looking for out of this place is a medical bag to stuff all of our medical stuff in. Industrial. An extra can of gas is good for our vehicle. I don't think there's ever anything in here. I always double check, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing ever in this place. You can't go up any higher. This is just a single story thing. Think this might been like emergency room or something, extra triage. And this is like the hospital proper itself over here. Always good to get extra stuff though. Even if we don't get the medical bag, it's always good to have extra medical. Extra splints. You can just get hit and get a broken limb, so kind of do want to double check and everything, and I don't need a pump shotgun. We'll take this. The thing of it is this is $100. It's a little big for $100, but it still sells for pretty good if you can fit them. I usually just take those and sell them. I think you can also disassemble them in the disassembly bench if you wish to, but I usually just sell them. I do take apart the flares though to get gunpowder. There's our medical pants. Unfortunately, the thing of it is though is they're lower capacity than our military pants. Otherwise, I'd probably run the full paramedic set. I don't know if eventually, I don't know what they want to do. If eventually they want to change things so you can use any gear you want, or if there'll be like a cosmetic system eventually. Don't know. It'd be interesting if they have plans for stuff like that. Because I would like to be able to wear more than just Black Ops military gear. Because the Black Ops military gear gives you the most protection and the most slot to store things. So eventually you're just always running around in Black Ops military gear. The Black Ops chest plate, the Black Ops jacket, the Black Ops pants, just to get, you know, protection and storage slots. They have 18 on each Black Ops piece. There we go. That's what we're looking for right there. Come here, you. That's what we're looking for. All right, let me finish looting. We are finished looting. Okay. So let me see here. Set that up there for now. Actually, I can set that right there. And this can go there next to those, and that can go right there. Okay, so we've got some radiation pills, medical bandage, medical bandage, medical bandages, some painkillers, some crates, small medical packs, more small medical packs, splints, and some medical bottle antiseptics. And then we got our small bandages here. More medical packs here. So we're good on medical packs. That's great. I thought we were actually pretty terrible on medical packs, but we're actually doing really good on medical packs. So that's nice. We have more splints than we need. We're really low on painkillers. The radiation pills, you don't really need them unless you're in a radiation zone. And we wouldn't be heading to a radiation zone anyway because the radiation zone um, we don't even have a filter for our mask to even go through the radiation zone. So we definitely won't be heading there till we get some radiation stuff. All right. So our main thing was hoping for vehicle repair kit and a gas and the medical bag. We got the medical bag. We got some gas. We just didn't get any vehicle repair kits. So that's going to be a pain. Let me double check and make sure we're completely loaded up on everything. All right. Let's head down to the vehicle. Not really going to run around in it until we get at least one vehicle repair kit because it's just going to die. I'm not even sure if it's still alive with those bandits spawning that close. They might have just shot at it and killed it. I didn't even think to check on the way by. So how bad is it? It's at 17%, so that's enough to get it to back to base. I think each fuel can does 500 or something like that. Yeah, so 2 fuel cans to fill it up. It didn't put anything in it. Now, the thing of it is, for some reason, cans can't go in here. So I have to stick them somewhere else, like off in there. All right, so on to looking for things here. So this should all be respawned. Just got a plastic bottle in it. Get some black gloves. Money. Dirty water. Another G18. Some couches and a small couch. All right. Let's start heading down this way. There's a gas station there. Okay. I can't really tell on the one on the other side of the fence, but it doesn't look like there's any acidics in there. So that's good. What we want is the gas pumps. That's where the vehicle repair kits or fuel is going to be. Okay, it doesn't look like there's any acidics, so that's good. Go over here so we don't get smacked while we're trying to loot. Eat. I got distracted, but this is good. Not only will it give us food if we need it, but we shouldn't need that. What it is cooking the meat doesn't matter, selling it. You get the same price. Well, actually, you get better price if you cook it. But yeah, and that's interesting. Didn't know this was out here. Crash military helicopter. It's not an event. It's just something that's always here. Interesting. Don't see nobody. It's just got some industrial crates. The shelf if we wanted to use it as kind of pseudo storage where we can just put things on it. So as I was trying to say before I got rudely distracted, um, Okay. Well, this could be good. Need to find a high vantage point though, so let's go uphill. There's also another building out here as well. Interesting. So this is a bandit cap. These are scattered all over the place, and sometimes they just spawn. They'll just spawn randomly. Like this one here is a random spawn of bandits. This one is a set piece one, where it's always here. These are always bandits. Wish I had a better scope. Okay, so the layout is always the same of these. I mean, the entrances. This is an entrance where the spikes are, and then there's an entrance over there. The entrance over there without the spikes has a turret on it. So we do need to be aware of that. Unfortunately, the hill is like on the wrong side of the camp, or the camp is on the wrong side of the hill. So we can't really see down off into it to snipe into it easier. I don't know if that's friendly or a bandit. Could be one or the other. Did take care of that. We need to deal with these over here before we deal with those. I think we got them all though. Crusher. Another crusher. I know we got really distracted from going on a walk to get the stuff, but you know, it happens. So one thing I can also find is another storage container that holds all of our materials, basically called a toolbox. There's two versions of it, a small and a large. You only really ever need the smalls, two smalls, and you have enough. I'm not going to loot that because that's only going to have concrete in it, and I don't have storage for concrete. They're like a 2x6 or something like that, concrete is. That would be nice, but I don't want to use that much storage for it. Not right now, anyway. Fortunately, that's all there was over here. Another airdrop coming in, but we ain't at the point we can go get airdrops. If we get our car fixed, we'll be good, but until we get our car fixed, we ain't gonna be able to do nothing airdrop wise because they're so far apart and they're so spread out. Okay. Looking to see if they're going to try to come out this back way. Get. Damn tree. That might be all of them. There's usually maybe 6, 7, something like that. We killed 2 outside. Yep, that was all of them. Okay. Ah, shit. Okay. Wow. This guy had a lot. This is the boss of the camp. There's always a boss. All right. Well, we have the best armor and the best helmet right now. So this helmet is a Spec Ox helmet, 8% armor protection compared to the 5. And this is 17% armor compared to the 18% here. It's 1 less, but it has more storage. 6 and 4. This is 10 and 4. So what we can do real quick is we can double click it to put things in. We actually want the ammo down here because the upside, the top ones only accept clips at all, or ammo. They don't accept like this. You can't put this off in there, but you can put anything in the bottom ones. And so we can take that off and put that on. There's some more ammo, some 50, a Cerebus magazine, an exterminator sight. I'm going to just eat that. That is for like a special mission you can do. It's timed, I think. And this is a Crusher magazine, which we don't really need because we already have the Crusher drum mag. Black military gloves. Sure, we'll switch to black military gloves, even though they don't do anything different. And this one we can just set in here. Kind of use it as extra storage, I guess, if we wanted to. Ammo and some money. 82.90. Okay. The snipers are always dangerous. If you're really unlucky, they won't drop it, but they can use like a legendary sniper rifle called the Lecce. I've seen them running around in it, and you can hear it. It's a very different sound when they're shooting it. It's like a thump sound. Another Crusher magazine. Well, all we need now is a Crusher. But yeah, it's like a thump sound when you fire it, even when you fire it, and not only and when the enemies fire it. And you can see it because it looks like a sniper rifle with a bunch of bunch of moss and stuff hanging off of it. It's called the Lecce. Another ammo tin. I mean, I'll take one, but I probably take it just for the base so we can keep our ammo organized in the base. There is things like ammo containers and stuff like that. Also, these bandit caps always have a gas pump in them, so you always have a chance of getting a vehicle repair kit. Mostly you're going to get gas though. And there is an exterminator suppressor. An exterminator is a I'm never going to use a Chris Vector, so I'm not even going to take that. An exterminator is a shotgun, legendary shotgun. Uh, say pump shotgun. I don't think there. I've never seen it. I don't think there is a shotgun that has a drum magazine on it. I don't think there's ever been a drum magazine for the pump shot. Any of the shotguns. They're all pump shotguns. In fact, the exterminator is slower reloading than the I can't remember. I think it's a Borelli shotgun. It's a lot slower reload. It has the same ammo capacity, but it's a lot slower on the reload. So yeah. That's a choice you need to make though when you get to that point when you can get an exterminator. Exterminator is more damage usually, but the Borelli is a lot faster on the reload. And also reloading works a little bit different in this game. As you can see off in the, well, you can't see because I'm in the way. Let me move myself real quick. So in the bottom right is the number, is your weapon, the number of ammo that is in the weapon, and the max capacity of the weapon underneath it. And the single little bullet off to the left side is if it's a single shot or you can have it on full auto. If we switch to this, as you can see, it has many bullets. It means it's in full auto mode. If we hit X, it changes to a single bullet, which is semi-auto. The thing is, though, in the reload in this game is a little bit different. Once you see that number is full, you can shoot. Even if you're playing the reload animation still, you can shoot still with your when that magazine is full. If you hit if I was shooting all of my bullets and then I hit reload, as soon as I saw that number hit 6, I can shoot immediately, even though it looks the reload animation is still playing for the weapon. It comes in real handy when you're doing things like when you're using things like shotguns, because the reload animation on shotguns is really long, but the bullets go in there much quicker than the reload animation. I don't know if they're going to eventually change that or not, but it's what helps shotguns keep up damage wise, really, with the other weapons. All right, so what we were coming for is this right here. We could get gas, but we could also really get a, we didn't get one. We could also really get a vehicle repair kit. And it's only in the pumps that you can get it here. The rest of the place is food. Really. There's a trash bin. I don't actually think it works, but you can use it as decoration if you wish. But unfortunately, that was it. There ain't much here. There's a chance that the dumpsters can be like trash, so that it'd be random, but we didn't get anything. All right, so let's head back up to our base. And we're just going to have to go further afield to get things. See, the big problem is if I use this vehicle to go and it like gets shot probably even once, it's going to die. And I don't know if you can repair it. Once it hits less, it can go into negative health. Once it gets to less than 0, I don't know if you can repair it. I've never seen anybody do that. So yeah, I don't know. So we're not going to need that. So I'm just going to get that out. Let me go into here and dump things in here. that can go over there. So yeah, we got a Crusher Jum already, so that's nice. Crusher ACOG. Like I said, we don't really need those, so I either going to sell them or disassemble them for their parts. The Cerebus magazine, the Exterminator suppressor. So if we ever do get the Exterminator, we have 2 parts for it. I'm just going to set that right there. That can stay. That can stay. I'm going to put this off in here. That can stay. That. This actually needs to go into the tent. Okay. I'm going to throw this off in here. This off in here. I'm going to throw all this little stuff that I'm wanting to sell into here. Do I want to put... Nah, we'll just leave that. There's not much room in that thing. I'm going to set this here. Set this here like this. This here like this. And then over here is that. And over here is that. If we get to the trader, we can sell those 3 things and the stuff in them. I'm going to set the ammo in here. You don't need this ammo, so I'm just going to put it off in here. I'm going to actually set that outside so I know where it is. Abandoned camp, abandoned camp, abandoned camp. That's all there is right now. We got to go all the way down there to find a convoy. There's no, like, abandoned truck. If there was an abandoned truck, that would be a good one to go to because that would give us like a lot of gas. But I guess we're going to go try and do these abandoned camps. Let's see. Let's go to blue, take the rabbit. There we go. Double checking everything to make sure it's completely loaded. Double checking they weren't acidic. We're going to go do this camp and that'll probably be it for the night. Okay, we got civilian, don't we? No, it is night vision, military. Okay. It didn't seem like it was military. There's civilian, military, and spec ops. I personally always use the military one. The civilian one is like not that great. It'll do, but it's not that great at night. It's still a little pretty dark. The military one is okay. It's the best one if you want the night white vision, the phosphorus. But if you're wanting the green one, that's the spec op one. And I don't care for the green one personally. What time is it? 1856. It's going to turn nighttime in just a few seconds. It's just going to go straight dark. We can't sleep until it's 1930. I'm going to go ahead and place this. Let me place it. And then I'm going to put this marker here as red. Oh, we're like way off. We got more to go. Okay. I thought we were like right on it. Okay. I was going to set up a spawn point in case I died. We're not as close as I thought we were pretty close to it, but because of the smoke, but we're not close to it at all. That's the bandit camp. Is that I think that's the bandit camp we were at earlier. I think the other one's like further to the west. Pretty sure this is the camp we just cleared, isn't it? Yeah, there's the dead corpses and things. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the camp we want is more west of that. Now the thing of it is this could not be bandits. This could be like zombies. I think usually abandoned camps are like overrun zombie ones. So we should probably only need to deal with zombies. Also, as an aside, I learned that you do not get events until you're level 4. So as soon as you're level 4, level up your whole character to level 4, you can start getting events. Also, we have 3 points, so I'm just going to go ahead and buy parkour. I still have no idea what that does. I haven't seen anything, any difference or anything. You can't roll while you're jumping or anything. I have no idea what the parkour stuff is. I've tried like jumping up against walls and stuff. Nothing. I can't figure out what it is. Okay, it's just disease, like I thought. There is an acidic. We pop him. He should explode. And then what he does is he brings others to him. God, I wish I had like a hunting scope or something. ACOG just does not really go that well. If you're wondering why I'm doing this, it's because these aren't regular undead. These are infected, which if they hit you, they will give you radiation damage. So I kind of don't want to right now be near them for that. The bigger chance of getting really hurt. I kind of don't want to use up my radiation pills if I can help it. But that should be everybody. And more body armor, some MP5 magazines. An AR-15. Okay. Yeah, that is more damage. We would have to switch to 5.56 from 45. I think I might do that. There's an ACOG 4.3 scope again. Put that for there for now. There is quick searching in this game like there is in State of Decay 2. And there is a crash. So if something... so if you do a quick search, there's a chance it'll make a big noise and it'll call things over to you. So we cleared the camp. That's no longer there. Let's just continue on. I don't think we're going to find any more gas stations though before we call it here in just a minute. We'll go loot these apartments. We'll just be on an extended vacation from our house. There's another radio tower up there we can go take a look at. Shotgun. Food, which I don't need. Water purifications. Well, I'm going to call it this episode. We're going to walk up to there and we'll be there next episode. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I will see y'all next time. Y'all have a nice time, whatever time it is in y'all's part of the world. Bye.